Hundreds of emails from you, the viewers, asking how they can find a job.
Yep, here to answer that call, as she does each and every week, with a little bit of a twist this week, Cheryl Casone from the Fox Business Network. What's the twist, Cheryl?
Well, I've been getting so many emails, people wanting advice on how to look for a job. Thought today we'd shake it up and answer some of our viewers' questions about what they need and give them some guidance.
Right.
That's what we're going to do.
Hopefully, as we read the emails, we'll get the typewriting noise to make it sound authentic. You ready? Greg in Texas writes this. I religiously contact the hiring companies you profile, but I'm still jobless. I get positive feedback, but I've either been over or underqualified. I'm getting frustrated. What can I do, Cheryl?
Okay, now what he needs to do is to come up with 2 or 3 different versions of his resume. What he's running into right now is he's either coming in overqualified, which screams expensive to a potential employer. He needs to come up with a list of qualifications at the top, kind of this is where if he thinks he's going to make more money at a job, that's one resume. But if he thinks he's going to have to take a lower paying job, a lot of people have to do that in this economy, have that second and third resume where you kind of, I don't want to say dumb down, but let's use the word simplify your resume a little bit so that the employer sees, wow, they can do this, this, and this. Put the work experience down on the bottom of your simpler resume. That way the employer doesn't see, oh, you were a high-level manager. I can't pay you $200K, you know, and so they throw the resume out. So that's why you want to have different versions for different companies.
And they're probably worried they're going to lose you to a better job down the line, too.
Exactly, and that's now, well, I wish that was true in this economy, but it's not. But here's the thing. Manpower Group is actually a company that we've had on the show before, and I've talked about them. Manpower is around the world. They're a staffing, hiring, temporary contract company, or they can get you a full-time job, but you can take your several resumes, your one resume, go to Manpower, and they can kind of help distribute your skills a little bit better. They've got offices around the world. So that's one way to kind of play this when you've got this frustration with being overqualified.
And another one of our viewers, one of your fans, Amy in Missouri, says, Cheryl, I own a flower shop with my mom in a small town, but have been applying for jobs since August of 2011 with no luck. I have a bachelor's degree, but have been working in the shop for the last 8 years, which I think has hurt my chances for employment. I have a lot of business experience, so how do I make someone notice me? Okay,
what she needs to do is to take her resume and switch it up a little bit. She has great skills, but when they see small business owner for 8 years, they're going to say, okay, you don't have experience, but she does. Here's what you do. You put your name at the top of the resume and then your skills right underneath it. Then you put education underneath that. Then at the bottom say, well, here is where the small business that I was working at. That way they focus on the skills that you have, not so much underneath of the fact that you worked with your mother for 8 years, which, you know, companies can be worried about that, and she wants to get into the corporate world. Scottrade is online trading. I recommend this for her and a lot of people that have the same issue that she has, because what you can do with Scottrade, they have a great training program. They'll bring you in. You do need an education. The right type of degree would help you, obviously, but they have never laid off anybody at Scottrade. They have never closed a branch at Scottrade.
All right, now finally, Cheryl, can you please give me an honest list of honest work-from-home companies? I know there are a lot of them. They're the not honest ones. I am retired and need to work from home.
Okay, warning on working from home. There are 57 scams for every one legitimate work-from-home opportunity. Be careful. Make sure that you're going to go through an application process, know the name, know the brand. But there are different types of jobs. Here are some of my favorites you can do from home I think are great. You can be a teacher. Virtual learning is not new, but technology the way it is now with faster internet speeds, it's a lot more prevalent now. You can also be a call center rep. You set up everything in your home. You answer phones, customer service. And then finally, franchise owner. I've had a lot of franchises on Fox and Friends. You can also do this from home, depending on the type of business, cleaning, things like that.
You really impressed Anna. This is an unbelievable segment with a brand new format. Cheryl, I look forward to seeing you next week. I love this.
All right, Cheryl. Thanks, guys.
And we'll watch